Hello, I'm Matt and I'd like to welcome you to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making some of my homemade whole wheat bread with mixed berries that I will use for my cheat day French toast. The bread recipe is my adaptation of John Kirkwood's no-knead whole wheat bread recipe that I will add a link to in the description of this video. We begin with 420 grams of water, and then I warm the water up to about 104 degrees Fahrenheit, initially setting the microwave for 44 seconds, and then I'll finish heating the water in 5-second increments until the water is approximately 104 degrees Fahrenheit. This took me a few renditions, but I finally got it to 103, which was close enough. I then add 1 teaspoon of sugar and stir it up. I then add 2 teaspoons of rapid rise yeast and then I stir it up. And I will set it aside to bloom while I mix the dry ingredients together. "600 grams of whole wheat flour, and I do like to be precise, 2 teaspoons of Himalayan sea salt, and I like to use the mixer to mix it up. I like to scrape the sides while the ingredients are dry before I add the wet ingredients, and then I let the mixer handle it from there. The yeast has bloomed nicely, so I will now add it to the bowl. And then I will mix it on low until it cleans the dough off the sides and the dough pulls up on the dough hook. And now I am adding 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And once again, I will mix it until the dough pulls off the sides and pulls up onto the dough hook. And now I will let it rise in the bowl for 45 minutes. After the first rise, I will add the mixed berries and mix it up again until it pulls back up onto the dough hook. I have previously added the berries in separately right before I put it in the pan, but the issue I've had in the past is a bunch of voids when I've done it that way, so I'm trying a different method this time. And then I cover it back up and let it rise for another 30 minutes. I put water on the cutting board and on my hands so the dough does not stick to the cutting board or my hands. And then I see all of the berries are kind of in one area, so I decide to mix it up some more before I put it in the pan. Please forgive the poor camera angle. And I must tuck the escapees in. Then into a well-oiled pan. And I didn't get it rolled out quite like I wanted to, so I'm trying to push it into the corners, which normally works pretty well for me, but today it just wasn't having it. So I used a different technique that I've used before in the past that's worked out wonderful. I put the cutting board on top, and then I put a cast iron pan on top of that and let it rise for 20 minutes, and then I removed the cutting board and put the towel back over it to let it rise for the final 10 minutes while I am preheating the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And now that looks pretty awesome. Now into the oven for a total of 30 minutes, and I will turn it around after 15 minutes. Time for the spin. Doesn't that look awesome? And only a few of them sank down to the bottom. I leave the loaf on a cooling rack until it is completely cooled, and then I cut it into pieces. I'm cutting the bread into thicker pieces than I would normally cut my whole wheat bread because I'm using this for French toast on my cheat day, because this makes an awesome cheat day breakfast. I do like this technique better than the previous technique of rolling the berries up in the bread and then putting it in the pan, because it is distributed together much better and the bread is not falling apart like it did previously, or like it did when I made my cinnamon toast bread, which you can see in the video linked at the end of this video. Though a few pieces don't have berries distributed quite evenly, a majority of them came out quite awesome. And here is a quick beauty shot of half the loaf on a plate, just for display. This is a continuation of my series of Deciding for Life, how I lost 70 pounds without working out and while still eating foods that I love. My book and these videos I hope to use to inspire people, to inspire you if you're substantially overweight, to see that you can eat some enjoyable food and still lose weight. Yes, this is just one meal of my cheat day meals, but I am able to eat cheat days once a week and still lose and maintain my weight. I split the loaf in half and will be freezing it because this one loaf will give us 2 cheat days worth of breakfasts. If you've enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. If you think this content can be helpful to a friend, please share. Thanks for watching, and may you have an awesome and healthier and yes, lighter day.